Some ideas for improving back pain will not sound plausible at all, but you may still find yourself trying them. One of those ideas for me was cold showers. If you're a true son of the internet who got really deep into productivity hacks in the early 2000s, like me, which by the way I think is a great archetype of a person to be, in that case you've probably heard of cold showers and you've probably tried them. If you're not that kind of person, you probably think of cold showers as a really stupid idea, especially when it comes to chronic back pain. But are they a stupid idea? In this video I will go over whether cold showers work for my back pain, whether they can work for yours, and what you can learn about the whole thing. Before we get started, I talk about this and a lot of other experiences with back pain in my completely free book. Link to it should be in the description. This is a totally free book. There's no reason for you not to check it out. It goes deeply into topics about what worked for back pain, what didn't work, everything that I tried, how you can create the perfect strategy that's gonna fit your injury and your life situation. Definitely check it out. Now let's get into it. So after a few years of struggling with my back pain injury and things getting not really improving, if I'm being honest, I started to test out a lot of different things. One of them, of course, was the internet's favorite at the time, which was cold showers. Like many other trends and popular ideas that spread like wildfire over the population, cold showers were supposed to have all of these amazing benefits, including one important one for back pain, reducing inflammation. Now, to be fair, the cold didn't seem like a good part of the whole equation here, because for me cold always reminded me of back pain, like even the day when my injury first appeared out of nowhere suddenly. I think the night before I kind of I slept only in my underwear. There was like an open window, like a draft situation. I'm not even sure if that had an effect, but in my mind there was always this association, like cold bad, cold pain. Like that's how I was thinking about the whole thing. So I had a few hesitations there. But hey, I mean, I had tried so many things at that point. A lot of them were recommended to me by doctors. Nothing really seemed to work. So I figured like let's give this thing a shot as well. The first thing I actually tried was applying ice and cold to my sore spots in my back. The result was actually not good. I felt kind of the muscles tensing even more and my back pain sort of increased. It wasn't terrible necessarily, but it didn't feel good. Obviously, like this didn't feel like it's helping me. But I still wanted to try the cold shower thing. This was like all the rage at the time. So one time while taking a regular hot shower, I decided to start gradually decreasing the temperature of the water. It went from super hot, which is kind of how I like it, to being hot, to being somewhat kind of hot, but not really, to being almost warm, even a lukewarm. And that was still okay. I didn't really notice anything. Then it kind of got a little cool. That was like, I was maybe starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but still like nothing too crazy, nothing too bad. And as I gradually decreased the temperature of the water more and more, I noticed like I was starting to shake. And the more the temperature dropped, the more violently I was starting to shake. And when I was at the point where I couldn't reduce the temperature of the water anymore, that was like the coldest I could get. I was shaking so hard and my muscles were tense so much that I think I actually pulled my back once again. I was in severe pain for the rest of the day, and I think the next few days were also like even worse than they should have been. And keep in mind, like things were already pretty bad at that point. I didn't really give cold exposure and especially cold showers a lot of other chances. I have experimented with that once I healed. I kind of like the results. I can see like some interesting benefits. I think mostly the benefits are in terms of mindset and mental. I'm not sure they're doing a lot for the body. And I'm pretty sure they're doing nothing for back pain, and maybe they even have an adverse effect. Cold showers are supposed to reduce inflammation, I guess. At least that's some of the theories I've heard. I've heard like several different conflicting theories. Maybe there may be some truth to that, but even a few minutes of cold exposure, I don't think they're going to reduce the level of inflammation enough so that you notice a reduction in back pain. And yeah, so this didn't work for me. Can it work for others? Can it work for you? I'm kind of doubtful, actually. I think this is probably not a really good idea for a a technique that's supposed to lower your back pain. Maybe I can see one possible benefit here, and again, that's more on the side of the mindset solutions, because there is a sort of like a, like a tough guy, like Spartan component to this whole thing. If you get like a cold shower, especially first thing in the morning before you do anything else, that's also difficult. This like whole stoic Spartan way of like handling the cold shower, and you can actually get to a point where you handle it without even shaking. I actually did this myself. Like I did like a lot of cold showers for probably about a month and a half or something along those lines. It makes you feel pretty kind of strong and tough, I guess, which can be really good for back pain. This is something I deeply believe in. This is one of the most important components of healing. But I think that there's much better ways to achieve that, the strength of mindset and the risk of like maybe straining your muscles, tensing or pulling or your back again, which is again what happened to me. I think that risk is not worth it. So in general, I don't really think cold showers are great for back pain. If you want to know what are the right things to do for back pain, definitely check out the free book I mentioned. Also, I have an app which also has a free tier that you can use for back pain. And you can also take my quiz, which is going to result in a complete plan based on your unique inputs and your unique situation. Also, you can check out my course. I think this is like probably the best way you can go about healing back pain, or take a free consultation call with me. Links to all of these things will be in the description or the pinned comment. My name is Mate from Real Deal Heal. Like this video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell thingy if you have back pain, because I release a lot of content. I publish a lot of good stuff on back pain. I've been through a lot myself. I have a lot of experience here. I think I can be a valuable resource to you. Share this with anyone else who's struggling with back pain. And if you have comments and questions, like, the comment section is for you. So in summary, cold showers for back pain, probably not a good idea, not something I truly recommend. If you want to know what actually works for reducing chronic back pain, the video that's going to appear right about now is going to be a great choice. I'll see you there, and until next time, be brave.